We'd love to have you join us to count down round 2. 4 heavy hitters on the stage. Keep your eyes peeled. And are we ready?
All right. Ready.
Okay.
Ready. 3,
3,
2, 1, go!
Jani was about 1 second behind there, but that's okay.
Time difference from Europe.
Slight misdrop, but sometimes for Jani, but sometimes it'll warm you up. There, cleaned it up, no problem. Boom, Tetris for Alex. There was back-to-back Tetrises for Koryan and Alex right there.
Tetris for Ben.
And with the piece sequences the same, sometimes you'll notice good players will score Tetrises practically at the same time because their walls and their situation is quite similar.
And obviously the line draw, just how they burn pieces and how efficient they play is
And
more important sometimes.
See, Koryan and Alex are mirroring each other. You see, I believe Koryan
Would you say
has
they were
on-
neck and neck?
Neck and neck indeed.
It's 4.
Boom, Tetris for Koryan. Pretty much playing perfectly so far. And you're going to see Koryan really tries to maximize his points.
He's super aggressive.
He plays pretty aggressive, and that's an interesting dynamic of this tournament is conservative versus aggressive play, and different players have different ways of handling the RNG.
Oh, Alex in trouble, but he did get a height Tetris there. He's still got that square piece to clear out. I'm interested to see if we're going to see a max out on stage. We tend not to see that in competition, but on our practice rounds, Harry versus Jonas, they both got into the 900,000, so I think it's possible this year.
Boom, Tetris for Alex. Nice cleanup.
You might see a live max out.
Quick mention, I really want the players to pay attention. We do have a 7th digit available now, so the max out on our Game Genie style cartridge modification is no longer an issue, so players can get scores higher than 1 million. And so if we do get a good piece sequence, we could see a a game higher than 1 million. That would be incredible.
Yeah, Harry Hong has the record now with that unlimited mechanic at 1.2 million, I believe.
Yes, I believe Koryan, I think, has that record. But,
okay.
But Harry Hong and Jonas and Bo have all scored 1.2 million, whether it was with the Game Genie or a calculation later.
So max out plus 20%. And we're also a lot of these higher end players can have a little bit of level 29, level 30 skill, and in a close match, if you get any extra bonus lines in that time, that's going to be immensely helpful. But let's not talk about that yet. We're still at level 18.
Yeah, I believe the highest score we've had in competition is in the 800,000, and that was a match, I believe, 2 years ago between Matt Buco and Jeff Moore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so to see a 900,000 or more would be incredible. And even if you remember the championship from last year, Jonas and Jeff both scored around a 728, and that had people on the edge of their seat. So when you're getting into the 700s on stage with everything on the line, that's just a great, unbelievable score.
On our current action, the bottom players are almost even, about a 1.5 Tetris difference, with Koryan with a slight lead. On the bottom, Ben has an unconventional well going. A Hauser well, I was told it was called. Is that your term for that?
The Hauser well, yeah. We center wells this year are going. I think they're going to be called Hauser wells.
Okay. I don't know what that term comes from. I was just told this. And speaking of Hauser well, Jani with a Hauser Tetris.
Tetris for Koryan. And we are neck and neck in the bottom screen.
5.
And they have about 30 lines to the transition. And you'll notice players, they want to be safe for their transition. So you'll see different strategies. Some players are comfortable being high for the transition. A lot of players want to get it down so that they, because they don't know what's going to happen.
It's a 50% increase in speed, so it's a jolt to readjust to that when you're playing smoothly and your back brain on autopilot a bit. But this is a very fast transition. We haven't been here too long talking about this, and all 4 of our players are almost at the transition already. So we know we have 4 aggressive players on stage.
And even the best players prefer to be low when they transition. Wow, Tetris, just firing back and forth. Really,
and clean too.
And Ben Mullen is on a max out pace right now. He's playing incredible Tetris. Clean, calm, collected.
We've transitioned at the bottom, and 132 to 130 and an 840 point difference. Both players are just going back and forth. And they are at a near max out pace as well. Line drought here for Alex. And Koryan's in the line drought as well. Alex handled it really well and gets a Tetris to take the 1 Tetris lead, and Koryan gets it right back. Amazing matches.
This is beyond neck and neck. This is eyelash and eyelash.
Jani's at 480,000 at the transition. Normally that'd be a very good game, and he's behind 4 Tetrises because Ben is just killing it right now. And boom Tetris for Ben, 6 Tetris lead as we race toward the kill screen.
Alex with some amazing cleaning. Playing really high, playing really well. Koryan is just in a comfort zone right now. But it looks like if Alex can just get a few good pieces, he'll be clean with the Tetris wall again. Nice.
There it
Boom,
is.
Tetris for Alex.
880 point difference. 600,000 threshold already at level 23. We might see that 7-digit score after all in round 2.
Alex giving Koryan everything he can handle. Boom, Tetris for Alex takes the lead. After fighting through such a mess, he's right back in the saddle.
And Tetris for Ben again, 700,000 at level 24. Little cleanup work to do now. But he might take his foot off the gas a little bit.
Jani gets the long bar, boom.
Nice.
But he's in trouble on that left side. He needs a couple
more. He's gonna need it. He missed it.
Couldn't get the double tap there. And Ben comfortably with a 750 on level 25. That is a monster score.
You almost want him to keep playing.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's encourage him. Let's see a max out. Let's do it.
Okay, guys, attention back down below. Amazing match. 650 to 666. Tetris for Koryan takes a 40,000 point lead. Alex is a little high again.
Gonna need it. He got it. 850 at level 27. And a very clean well on the right.
Alex in trouble. Oh. And Koryan takes the first round. Nice game down below. 712 to 659.
And Tetris for Ben. 890. And another one. 930 at level 28.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, he's clean. It might be a double tap if he gets a long bar. Oh,
930,
nice,
incredible.
Big round of applause all around. We're still in round 2, so unfortunately we do need to move some games to the side stations. So I'd like to call up a match at the side station. It's going to be Jonas Neubauer versus Sean Miller on the side. We love you, Jonas. You're just too damn good. Okay, let's do a countdown. Ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, you notice Koryan's I believe he's wearing what we would call a soccer jersey. He's a big football fan and also a tennis fan. And I believe Alex listed his favorite sport as DDR. So he's an accomplished DDR player himself. We have a lot of multidisciplinary players here who, achieved great things on multiple video games, even dancing and music games. It's incredible.
It's fun watching the bottom players deal with bad piece arrangements. Both of them had to have some creative ways to dig out at the beginning. And Jani's not going to quit. He's already got the slight lead, and another Tetris for 1.5 Tetris lead.
Jani really known for his aggressive play. He leaves it all out there on the field, so to speak.
Look at that face.
Ooh, a tough drought down below. We've got a 29-piece drought. Both players fighting for their life with such a drought.
They're flirting very high, although both get a Tetris at the same time. Alex has the half Tetris lead at this point.
The Tetris god taketh away, and then he giveth.
Oh no, Ben with the misdrop. Alex got a clean board and a boom Tetris for Alex. 1 Tetris lead on Koryan.
Interesting tuck setup by Alex. I don't know if it went exactly how he hoped, but
it's clean.
He cleaned it.
And he's ahead. That's all you could ask for.
Boom, Tetris for Koryan. Closes the gap. They're neck and neck again.
Jani is 2.5, 3.5 Tetris is ahead.
Ben's in a little bit of trouble here. He needs a little bit of help. Oh, ready for a Tetris.
Alex with the 1 Tetris lead. Koryan with the clean board. Ben is
Boom,
behind.
Tetris for Ben.
Down 3. Boom, Tetris for Koryan. Tetris for Alex. They're back and forth.
Chris, I'm going to mention a couple more sponsors. I want to thank the Let's Play Gaming Expo down in Texas. They host the CTWC Southern Qualifier, and the winner of that event is Chad Muse, who's here today, and Let's Play Gaming Expo flew him out and paid for his entry fee. So thank you to them. And we have more satellite tournaments coming down the line here, so that's an exciting development. Also want to mention PriceCharting.com. PriceCharting.com provides the most up-to-date values for almost all retro game titles. So if you have that old collection and you want to find out what it's worth, just go over to PriceCharting.com. All right, both Jani and Ben are ready for a Tetris.
Ben's got some work cut out for him. The bottom game is
a 20
difference.
20-piece drought, 20-plus piece drought. That'll do damage to you.
Both players are getting dangerously high.
Wow. When you get to 40, that hurts. That's pain.
Jani's cleared it. Now he's just waiting. 44, 45.
Nice burn. You see
there
they have a whole... Boom! Tetris for Jani. And Ben got the long bar, but he had to use it to skim.
But he's clean. Alex has got an interesting cover-up.
You see Jani's got that classic high left side. That's good Tetris.
Two Tetris lead for Koryan.
Ooh.
Ben tops out at...
There is no shame. When you get a 40-plus piece drought, sometimes it kills you. No shame. And congrats to Jani for handling that so well. That was fantastic.
That's why it's best 2 of 3.
So whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and start round 3 of that match.
Down at the bottom, Alex is down 2 Tetrises. Koryan's about to go ahead 3. Alex has a Quaid well there. Although I don't know who this Quaid character is.
Okay, we're We're just about 17 lines from the transition. Both players clean. Both players with solid scores.
Tetris for Koryan.
Tetris for Alex. No coincidence those Tetrises are so close.
Another one.
Boom, Tetris for Alex.
Punch, counter punch at this point.
Alex is staying within striking distance.
With the transition coming up, they might want to get their stacks down a little bit, but they're both in great shape. And it's going to come down to their level 19 play to see who has the match this time.
Saw some sophisticated burning by Alex there, keeping his Tetris wall open while eliminating pieces. And boom, 19 Tetris for Alex.
And Koryan had to burn a straight line.
Both Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Alex.
2.5 Tetris deficit.
Koryan fires back.
Back to 3.5.
When you're up against Koryan, you pretty much got to give it all you got. I mean, he's going to score high every game.
And with Alex down a match, he might want to have to take some risks that he normally doesn't like to take.
Well, we're still early in the 19th stage.
With a 116,000 point deficit.
Boom.
There's one.
He's in striking distance. Koryan with a little bit of...
Yeah, there's another one. Alex is coming back slowly here. And up top, Jani's got a little bit of work to do. Ben's got a clean look, and he's almost tied it up.
Another Tetris ready for Alex.
Koryan with the unconventional well. Had to burn a line because we're getting a little too high there. You don't want to go past that versus sign on your screen, especially at the level 19 speed. Oh, no.
Ooh, Koryan.
That might be it, but then...
Boom, Tetris for Alex.
He needs 1.5 Tetrises to take this match. He can take it a little easy here. He's just going to take the triple. 1 Tetris will do it. And this is not unexpected. Both matches perhaps going to a third round.
Now, Koryan does have that hyper tap, and it can get him out of some tough spots, but, you know, when you're on 19...
You can't rely on it. It's a good weapon to have, but...
If you take too many risks, it'll come back to bite you at some point.
And Ben is topped out. After that amazing round 1, Jani has come all the way back.
Wow, what a match. Good job, Jani. You are in the top 8. And Ben, we really appreciate you coming. Good luck with the expecting child, and we love you.
And with 1 Tetris,
Alex
will take round 2. All right, getting there.
Double.
That's a double.
Another double.
There it is.
And we're going to go to a round 3. I'm going to go ahead and call up the next match to the stage. If we could have... We're going to invite Jeff Moore and Matt Buco to the stage. All right, we're going to go ahead and call up another match to the side station. And it's going to be Trey Harrison and Chad Muse. And that's a really tough match. We've got 2 guys who have been to the end before.
Hauser. Jeff Buco, Jonas, Sean. Sorry, Jonas still playing? Okay.
All right, so Alex and Koryan are off to a good start. We're used to seeing some nice Tetris down there. Lots of high, clean walls, lots of nice burns. Tetris as it was meant to be played. And as you can see, we already have a drought. But they're so clean it doesn't matter. Boom, Tetris for both.
Simultaneous. Do we have synchronized Tetris teams? And another one for Alex, and another one. There's one for Koryan, and he's got a 1.5 lead. Okay. Triple for Alex. Down 2.5 Tetrises. And he had to burn another triple there. Koryan in the lead, but nothing insurmountable. And another Tetris for Koryan.
Take a moment to mention another sponsor. We're really lucky that Boy sponsored our tournament. They provided the prize for both of the tournaments yesterday, including the Amateur SNES tournament and the Tetris Grandmaster tournament. They are the maker of Tetris Microcard. It's a Tetris game the size of a business card. It's incredible. If you haven't seen this thing, you can literally put it in your wallet. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Don't break the sponsors, but Koryan is in trouble here. He can dig out of this with the right pieces. And it looks like he might get it here.
Nice cleaning. Nice cleaning.
Fabulous. Meanwhile, Alex can take advantage and narrow that gap. He's currently down 2 Tetrises.
Ooh, that was a harrowing moment. Koryan survives it well, but it does give Alex an attempt to gain some ground.
Alex has a very clean well, and he's about to get a Tetris here. It's down to 1 Tetris deficit for Alex. Koryan's getting high again. That Miracle T piece, I think that's everybody realizes that the T is the best piece in the game, most versatile piece.
Wow, and over there, Alex just staying clean. Perfect Tetris.
Down by 1/2 at this point, and Koryan is still digging, although he's about to clean up that. Now he's opened up the well. Nice recovery.
Nice dig by Koryan.
And Alex has the slight lead.
So if we're out of danger, I'll finish. If you want to play a Tetris game the size of a business card, check out Boy. Thanks again.
Tetris for Alex. He's up by 6,000.
All right, folks. So up top, I want to mention, I believe Jeff and Matt played the highest scoring game ever. And that was 2 800,000-point games back in 2015. So
amazing.
Keep your eyes peeled up top. These guys have been known to get crazy.
And this is still only round 2.
Ooh, nice T-spin slide by Koryan with the Tetris.
He was getting dangerously high in another Tetris,
Boom.
and he's taking the 1.5 Tetris lead over Alex, who also has a clean well.
Breathes a sigh of relief. And boom, Tetris for Alex. Neck and neck.
7.
And we're about 25 lines out from the transition.
Back up again for Alex. Back up again for Koryan. Back and forth.
And in your upper left there, you'll see Jeff Moore. Many of you will recognize him as the runner-up of last year's tournament. Just gave an amazing battle against Jonas. And we're excited to see what he can do this year.
Alex takes the lead again. This is back and forth. It's amazing work. We're getting near the transition. Once again, it's going to come down to level 19 play as the 50% speed increase looms. Tetris for Alex. Up by 1.
Tetris for Koryan.
Back to even.
Trading back and forth. No one giving an inch.
Alex is slightly more efficient with less lines. 8 to the transition versus Koryan is transitioning into 19.
Tetris into 19. Always a good feeling. And boom, another Tetris. Takes the lead.
Up top.
Ooh.
Jeff is already topped out.
Jeff had some misfortune there, and now Matt just has to get a long bar, and he'll have taken the first round. Nice job, Matt.
There's Buco.
All right, so whenever they're ready, they'll move on to round 2.
Alex is up by less than a Tetris.
Boom,
Koryan.
Tetris for Koryan.
Now Koryan's back up by only 1,000 points.
And Koryan's ready for another Tetris. Alex clean, ready for a Tetris.
There it is.
Boom. Koryan with a drought.
Koryan is in trouble.
Oh,
Oh, no! Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Oh,
that was.
wow.
Koryan was at the very top, hyper tapping to the left. And he got the long bar he needed, but I don't know if it was a double flip or a button malfunction, but that long piece got stuck to that stack. Wow. We'll give a big round of applause for Koryan. Thank you so much for coming.
Wow.
You're an incredible player, and we know we'll see you back here again. All right, and we just got news over on the side station that Jonas has advanced to the top 8. Good job, Jonas. Thank you, Sean. You are amazing. Great round 1. And congratulations to Alex. He'll be in the top 8 for probably the 5th or 6th time in his career.
That was a sneaky win there. I don't think most people are expecting that, but Alex is one of the top players, and he's always the one who you can suspect can take the title.
And it just goes to show you, this is just such a tough tournament. Koryan dominated the qualifying round, and that's a different situation.
When it's one chance and one tiny mistake ends your run, that's all it takes. It's a different beast up on stage.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call up the next match. It's going to be Bo Steil versus Eli Markstrom. To the stage.
Buco is Tetrising. You're welcome. Matt is very clean. He's behind by half a Tetris, getting a little high for comfort, but there is the straight line, and now he's up by only 1,000 points. Buco's waiting for a straight line, and there he is. So now we're even again. Jeff is getting very high. Had to burn up. There's his Tetris. Back up by 1. Both players are open. Both players waiting for their straight piece. Nice slide by Jeff. He's got that strange piece to deal with on his double well. And we're in the middle of a drought here. Jeff, boom Tetris for Jeff. 1.5 Tetris lead. Buco with a pretty low stack.
Now, Chris, have you been waiting to say boom Tetris for Jeff all day?
I don't want to steal his line. I don't. I want to say it, but it's not my line. All right.
All right. Matt, clean
There
and
it is.
boom Tetris for Matt.
Not quite a boom triple for Jeff.
All right, so I want to mention a few words about Bo. Bo Steil has been one of our best players over the past 4 or 5 years. He's been to the top 8 multiple times, and he's a very dangerous player. He has, I think, at least 100 max outs to his name, so he's one of the guys who's a true master. And last year he was dealing with some food poisoning or something like that, so we hope he's healthy this year and ready to bring his A game.
Jeff is up by a single Tetris. Both players have a pretty clean field. Buco has an interesting little peak there in the middle, but he should be able to handle that well. Boom Tetris for Matt. Boom Tetris for Jeff. Jeff's in a little trouble here. Here comes another Tetris for Matt. He takes the lead. He's already up 1.
All right. Boom, Tetris for Matt. And I believe Matt Buco is a math textbook editor and writer. So whenever you're having a child in high school and they're struggling with algebra, you can think about Matt.
Matt's getting kind of high there. He's in burn mode, but it looks like he's going to clear this out pretty quickly.
Nice.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff to close the gap to 10,000 points.
Well played by Matt. He was up high, he had some trouble, but he handled it like a boss.
And he was rewarded
Boom,
with a Tetris
for Matt.
to take the 1.5 lead.
And with the T-burn, Matt is Tetris ready again.
We're getting near the transition here.
Yeah, they'll want to keep it low if they can, and he gets a Tetris. Transition to 19 with a Tetris.
Good feeling here.
Nice adjustment there, too.
Up by 2. Just behind by a match, so he's going to have to be the one who plays aggressively.
So Jeff's down by about 2 Tetrises, but we're really early in 19, and there's a lot of Tetris to be played. So
one miss drop can change the entire match. We've already seen that. And down at the bottom, Eli's got the early lead. And Bo closes that gap real quickly. Oh, miss drop for Matt. But he got a Tetris now.
Nice adjustment by Jeff to get his Tetris wall back open.
He's down by
Boom,
100,000.
Tetris for Jeff.
He's got some work still to do.
Yeah, his well was closed for a while, but he opened it up no problem. He made it look easy.
Matt's in a little trouble, but he can play a little conservatively.
Ooh, nice T-spin pole vault. That was incredible.
2-frame window to do that.
All right, Jeff's Tetris ready again. But Matt looking comfortable and calm over there with a low, clean wall. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. And Matt with the Tetris. Back and forth.
Buco with a commanding 5 Tetris lead at level 24. We are fast approaching the kill screen. Jeff is going to have to be super aggressive at this point.
Boom, Tetris for Matt. Just 3 more levels.
And there's 1 for Jeff.
Jeff's still down about 4 Tetrises, so
Time is running out quick. And a line drought to add on top of that. But Buco's in trouble.
Matt tops out.
But 86,000 is a tough
Oh,
deficit.
but Jeff couldn't get it over. And he's out.
That's
oh,
it.
wow.
They did it.
Congratulations, Matt advances to the top 8. The People's Champ took out one of the most famous Tetris players.
No memes this year in the finals.
All right. No. Oh. All right, so we'll bring up our final round 2 match, which is going to be Christopher Brady versus Hauser. All right, to the stage, Christopher Brady and Hauser. Unbelievable. You guys, we just witnessed two incredible upsets. Last year's runner-up, Jeff Moore, falls in defeat to the great Matt Buco. And just before that, we saw Koryan narrowly lose with just a single long bar rotation, taking him out. But it just goes to show you that there's no easy games.
It's a game of frames.
No gimmies.
1/60th of a second.
All right.
Yes. Down at the bottom, Eli has a 3.5 Tetris lead, nearing the transition, but he's also ahead by 15 lines, so Bo is playing the slow play here. And with a nice clean stack, he's really sort of tied, assuming he can play cleanly from here up to the transition. Eli's made the transition, looking pretty good here. Tetris for Bo, down 2 Tetrises. Transition coming up in 5 lines. Bo is waiting for the long bar. Had to burn there with a square. Eli's keeping it nice and low and clean. Tetris for Bo, into the transition. His next long piece is only going to be a triple. Down 2 Tetrises. Eli's playing it nice and clean and conservative at this point. He's satisfied with doubles. Bo looks like he might be building up for another Tetris here. Triple for Eli. He's up by 38,000 points. That's about a 1.5 Tetris difference. Bo is setting up for his Tetris. There's his line piece. Boom Tetris for Bo. Down by a half a Tetris. At level 21, we're racing toward the kill screen. Both players over 500,000 points.
And Bo is ready for a Tetris. Boom, Tetris for Bo.
There he is. Eli might have to turn it up a bit.
And Bo takes the lead. And he's also
There
5
it is.
lines ahead.
Yeah.
Eli takes it right back.
We're about 40 lines from the kill screen here.
Boom, Tetris for Bo.
Back in the lead, back and forth now, but Eli's waiting for a long piece. Couple burns. Oh, he missed the slide over, but he can still get a Tetris out of, and he had to burn. Bo's looking good, although he needs to fill that gap in. He's waiting for a long piece. Boom,
Oh, Eli couldn't get it over. And that's going to be it. Wow, amazing game.
650.
What a battle. Incredible.
And we get our first look on camera at the mysterious Hauser.
And Hauser, his training regimen includes blasting Phil Collins while playing Tetris to simulate the annoyance of the commentators. So,
Okay.
I can feel it coming. No. He also, his favorite game that isn't Tetris is MS Paint.
Oh,
Microsoft Paint. That was a fun game.
it's a good one.
Sort of an open-ended game. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I believe Christopher Brady's favorite game that isn't Tetris is Mario Kart. That's a classic.
Interesting.
And we talked a bit about him. He went to UConn. He's a Husky. And
And he knows how to find a slice of pizza in downtown Pittsburgh. Useful skill.
Bo and Eli are already trading Tetrises down below. Got quite a match down there.
I'd watch Tetris, but I'm too busy staring at Hauser's mustache. It's hypnotic.
And just for the record, these are our last 2 matches of round 2, and then we're going to move on to the lunch break. And it's really important that everyone come back at 2 p.m. on the stream and live for the final 8. If you thought this has been crazy, I mean, that's just going to be absolutely incredible Tetris back-to-back, so don't miss it.
We've got 4 clean games all across the board.
Bo with a double well, but he gets the long bar to clean it up.
Hauser with the Hauser well. Classic.
Tetris for Chris.
I don't know where he would have gotten that strategy from. We had a player a couple years ago who liked to utilize that and made his way to the finals with it. But that player is not here this year, mysteriously.
Boom, Tetris for Bo. A little bit of a drought for Eli, up to 17, 18 pieces.
Tetris for Chris.
All right, we're up to approaching a 30-piece drought for Eli, but he's handling it well. Got the long bar, but had to use it to continue to build.
And since Eli had the drought, now Bo has the drought.
Boom.
And he plays it extremely well. Chris, meanwhile, has almost a 4 Tetris lead on Hauser, although he is ahead by 10 lines.
Eli clean and ready for Tetris. Boom, Tetris for Bo. And boom, Tetris for Eli. Another tight match down below. Keep an eye on that. Hauser well, Tetris.
The advantage to playing that way is you can build a higher stack. It's more difficult to handle 2 stacks at one time, but you don't have to rely on the DAS to get a straight piece all the way to the left or right.
Yes, the center well is an art form, and it's not something you want to try if you haven't been practicing that. And it's a fate that many people suffer, is trying a center well and realizing it's harder than it looks.
And speaking of,
Boom.
Tetris for Hauser. Chris is up by 3.5, almost 4.
And Bo with a Tetris to get within 1 Tetris.
And Eli is back up by 2. He's down a match. He's going to be after the aggressor in the second round.
Both Chris and Hauser facing a little bit of trouble here.
Chris is getting a little high there, but that's a nice double.
Well played. Way to stay low by Chris.
And Hauser with the classic well, and boom, Tetris for Hauser.
It's about 20 lines from the transition. A lot of Tetris to be played, but that is a significant deficit.
That's with the transition nearing, that's a dangerous place for Chris to be.
All right, and on the side station, Chad Muse defeats Trey Harrison to advance to round 3.
Another upset in round 2. Chris,
well, you know, Trey and Chad have kind of gone back and forth. Chad has had good years and bad years, and the same for Trey. So they both have, vacillated a bit. This year, it was Chad's year.
Seeds 25 through 6, pretty much the same thing. Not much difference in quality of play. And Chris has handled that transition very well. He was dangerously high when he changed to 19. And his lead has shrunk down to about 1 Tetris, and Hauser has it very clean, and he just now transitioned to 19.
All right. It looks like Bo has been eliminated down on the bottom.
Oh, no, Eli, he had the first one.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. Eli has evened up the match 1-1.
Chris has topped out, and Hauser just needs 3,000 points to take round 1 and 1,000. And that should do it. There it is.
All right, Hauser takes round 1.
The mysterious man from I don't know where.
And down below can start round 3 whenever they're ready. 3,
2, 1, go! And again, with the double Z start at the bottom, it's fun to watch the players deal with that to start. Hauser playing unconventionally and setting up a right well. And a line bar drought to start for both players, and it looks like they both handle it pretty much the same way.
And they both get a Tetris.
Very well done. Eli Tetris, Bo Tetris. Half Tetris lead for Bo. A Hauser well is set up. Chris' well is set up. Tetris for Chris. Up by 1.5. Boom, Tetris for Hauser. And another Hauser well set up. It's pretty uneventful when both players have clean wells. Tetris for Hauser, Tetris for Chris. And in a rubber match at the bottom, both players are waiting for that line piece, but both players are in huge droughts right now. Bo is going to have to burn quickly. 51, 52. And that might have taken care of Bo. Oh, wow, a 51-piece drought.
Just a
and
killer
Eli takes
drought.
the match.
Unbelievably. And I didn't see it, but Eli must have traversed that 50-piece drought.
Yeah, he was burning quicker. That's all it takes in that high level. That's a shame.
That is brutality. Congrats to Eli on advancing to the top 8. He's been there before. And thanks, Bo, for participating yet again. Hope to see you next year. And just a reminder, this is our last match of round 2. We've already nearly determined our top 8. And you got to be back here at 2 p.m. sharp. If you're a player and you're 5 minutes late, you will forfeit your match. So you got to be here at 2 p.m.
It's one thing I'm glad of that they both players have the same piece arrangement. So now both players have to deal with the droughts the same way. And that's what happened in our other semifinal or other final. Chris is up by 2.5 Tetrises right now. Hauser has a little cleaning to do, but nothing too severe. Tetris for Chris, 83,000 point lead.
And a reminder that Chris Brady did place, I believe, 7th back in 2014. So he has been in the finals before. Hauser, of course, his first time at the tournament, so. Tetris for Chris.
He's got a commanding 6 Tetris lead right now. But Hauser does have the match in his pocket. So he can afford to play aggressively if he would like. And boom, Tetris for Hauser. Unconventional. Chris looking clean still. Tetris for Chris.
Boom, Tetris for Hauser. Perfect Tetris wall building right there.
This is good stuff.
And boom, another Tetris for Hauser, closing the gap. Still a 5 Tetris deficit.
Chris is playing a little, and he just had a misdrop there. He will get a Tetris here. Opening the door a little bit for Hauser to come back. Chris is ahead by 15 lines at this point as well, so Hauser doesn't have to panic. Play it clean and kind of wait for see what Chris does here. There is an advantage to playing slower. You know what your opponent's doing, and you can adjust your game as needed.
Chris did give himself quite a pillow, though, and this little bit of cleanup he's doing isn't going to hurt him too bad with that lead. But it does open up the door. It cracks the door for Hauser.
Chris is near the transition again with a high stack, so that might be an issue. I think that's what did him in last round.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Chris
It's
couldn't
on
get
it.
those pieces over. He tops out with a 105,000 point lead. But Hauser has not a great board, so we'll see how he handles it.
He's going to need that. There you go.
His transition is coming up.
He's going to need 3 Tetrises to take the lead here.
Calm and collected, drilling down. All right.
Single lines are only worth about 1,000 points at this point. That's not going to get 85 single lines, so we're going to build up. But
that was a pretty ugly transition board, and he cleaned it up really efficiently.
Yeah.
So that was good work.
Unconventional right well
Tetris
Tetris
for
for
Hauser.
Hauser.
And he is back in the saddle, building a clean wall and Tetris again. And Chris Brady with a knowing nod. It's Hauser does not look fazed by this situation. It's as if he's been here before.
I can't see his eyes through those glasses.
And he just needs a couple more doubles, triples. Now, we've seen players showboat in this situation, build up the Tetris.
Uh-oh.
Got some heckling from the crowd. They seem to want a more aggressive play, but that would be, frankly, dumb. All right. Couple more lines.
That should do it. There it goes.
All right. Hauser
Well
takes
played.
it. All right. All right, nice job, Hauser. Chris Brady, good playing. We hope to see you again next year. And that determined our top 8. So to recap, next round we're going to have Alex versus Jani. We're going to have Eli versus Hauser. We're going to have Harry versus Matt Buco. And finally, we're going to have Jonas versus Chad. So you don't want to miss that. Be back at 2 p.m. And we have some other special announcements and some special videos to show. So really looking forward to that. Everyone go take a break, get some lunch, meditate, and we'll see you here.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.